Politics are a popular subject. We hear about them in the news, in our everyday conversations, and in the videos we watch. The topic we are addressing today is very important to the future of the rising generation of the United States of America.
Anger and resentment are throwing the world into upheaval. Political debates could more accurately be called political arguments. Politicians, along with the citizens of the United States, are divided into parties. These political parties fight with each other. They try to prove that they are right and that the opposing party is wrong, and this is not healthy for the world.
In nothing else in our lives do we say we're going to solve our problems and do things by dividing into rival teams, each out to destroy the other.
What we need, in our humble opinion, is peace. We need to be united. We're the United States of America, not the divided states of America.
And that is why we don't need more money or resources, but more unity and peace.
We have created a political system that rewards people with re-election by being intransigent, unwilling to compromise, because if you do compromise and you talk to people on the other side, you work with them, you're going to get attacked in your own party in a primary. It's not the problem of the people, it's the system they're surrounded by, and we're not going to change it until we change the political system.
Americans are united on this. They are sick and tired of being so divided. By overwhelming margins, those surveyed said that national leaders, social media, and the news media have exacerbated and exaggerated those divisions, sometimes for their own benefit and to the detriment of ordinary people. She writes that more than 9 of 10, about as close to unanimity as a national survey usually reaches, said it's important for the United States to reduce that divisiveness. Figuring out how to have that constructive conversation with folks on the other side would be a good start, most said.
We genuinely are working to have a different tone and manner. You can disagree on important issues in a civil way, and we think that's important, so we're trying to hold ourselves to a higher standard.
Right now, I think what's contributing to this is the social media platform. Many people hide behind a screen and assume that the anonymity that remoteness provides, they can say rude things and crude things and otherwise things they wouldn't necessarily say if they were in a face-to-face situation. And I think the social media platform has contributed to the rise of the anger and the hate and the dislike.
People tend not to think about solving solutions to issues, but they think about whether my team's beating their team. And people simply say, whatever you're for, I'm against. That doesn't solve anything. So unless people start thinking about the issues in terms of something where we need a solution, like immigration, they just simply say, I'm against whatever he's saying, and I don't even care what he says, I'm against it. And that is a major problem. So people not working to solve political problems.
Unity.
The state of being united or joined as a whole. This is what America needs to be. Our country needs to be united with no more wars or division. This is what we hope the world will someday become, for the rising generation and for our future.
I think the first thing that current and future generations need to consider is how to ask people who are in elected positions to lower their rhetoric, not be so angry, not be so disrespectful, not see how underhanded you can be in talking about or talking with your colleagues who may represent a different political point of view or a different social point of view. It's important that we all understand how important it is that we talk to each other in a kind, considerate, and respectful way if we want to accomplish anything.
If you get everybody together, they would suddenly realize that they actually have a lot in common with each other from people from a different point of view. And if people could understand that overall people aren't that different, then they can come up with a common good that everyone can appreciate, like education for everyone. You know, there's a lot of different ways to go about it, but the point is that we all agree that education is very valuable. And if you look at that as a commonality that we all agree with, then you can ultimately work towards a solution.
United. It's in our name, so let's be it.